Odds makers have created a market on where Cooper Flagg will play basketball next season. There are many NBA teams that are bettable for where Cooper Flagg's destination will be next year. It almost looks like a lottery board, right? All the teams that will be in the NBA lottery, the Hornets, the Wizards, the Jazz, the Pelicans, all 5 or 6 to 1 for where Cooper Flagg will play. But the favorite for where Cooper Flagg will play next year, according to the first odds that have come out for this market, is Duke. Plus 290, just under 3 to 1 odds that Cooper Flagg will play at Duke again next season, more than any destination specifically in the NBA. Betting odds can often give you signs on things that will happen before they happen. Odds makers are smart. They're not stupid. Sometimes they do things for content purposes too. Sometimes things make some headlines that maybe don't actually end up coming to fruition. What do you think's going on here? Do you think the fact that the leading odds for where Cooper Flag will play next year is Duke, does that mean anything?
Yeah, it means odds makers can kiss my ass. You ain't going back. Greg, why do I should have known when you sent me the itinerary? I can't be on these. I can't entertain this. He's not going back to Duke. Why are we doing this? I don't understand.
Because he might. The odds say he might.
Once again, excuse my language, the odds can kiss my ass. Stop this, man. He he will make more money being the number one pick. I don't give a damn where it is, than going back to Durham and playing in front of every time we touch. Get real.
But you're
Get
just
actually
laying out
real.
the case of why he shouldn't return. You're not actually discussing whether or not he will listen to you. Those are two very different things. We all know the reasons he shouldn't return. We've heard that. But now odds makers are saying that's the most likely landing spot.
Why
That's
should
a
he?
sizable shift in
Tell
things.
me why he should return.
It's not about if he should or should not. I'm not here to convince Cooper Flagg one way or the other. We've fleshed that out a ton of times in the last month. But odds makers are telling us that that's the most likely outcome, and that is a new development.
I wish that Duke had more adversity this year because they're so good that we gotta have this dance.
So
And
you're just pissed right now. That's what this
I,
is.
I am really pissed off, but at the same time, I could take a step back and say that this isn't just uh for no reason. Um, I am a betting man. I know that when odds shift like this, like it doesn't just shift for no reason. It might shift for slightly no reason, but not just completely unwarranted. So, you know, is this the small percent chance that he does go back to Duke? Odds makers say so. I call extreme amounts of bull poop.
Why don't you put any stock in this? Because my reaction to this was like, this is actually a pretty noteworthy thing. Odds makers are not stupid. I have suspected for the last month, anytime this conversation comes up, that it's more likely than people realize that he will come back to Duke. But this is the first like tangible thing that someone like me can point to and say, people that matter might agree with me. They're actually giving this a serious chance, Cart.
Hmm. Hmm. Number one pick, 4-year contract with team options. $57.2 million, or play in front of every time we touch.
That contract's still there a year from now.
So we're deferring our 57 million?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still there.
I don't want to be here anymore.
It's still there. What's New Balance paying?
Paying them. We're in the NBA now. I'm ripping up that New Balance contract. Take that and double it and give it to the next person. Double that
It's
and give it
still
to the next flag.
that's all still gonna be there. This is not the conversation we should be having. It shouldn't be about what he should or should
Sorry,
not do. It's
sorry,
about the
sorry,
odds.
sorry. The odds.
Why are you throwing out the odds? You've never been someone that I've known that would just be like the odds makers mean nothing.
Yeah, until they force my hand.
So you thought there was a 0% chance Cooper Flagg would return before these odds came out. Are you still at zero after seeing that Vegas says it's the
No,
most likely
no,
landing
no, no, no,
spot?
no. I'd put it at 7%.
It's up to 7%.
Yeah,
I mean, being valued at 3-1 would imply a 33% chance.
and I'll put it at 7.
So you think there's no value on backing Cooper Flagg to return then?
No, I have some other places you can place that money.
Okay. Do you think this could just be because like there's only one college he would return to, whereas there's 14 teams in the lottery he could go to? Like mathematically, that could maybe make sense why Duke would be a favorite, even though it's unlikely he returns, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. And I guess there's this notion that he wouldn't want to play for the Jazz, or he wouldn't want to play for the Wizards or the Hornets, which that makes sense to me. That's very real ish. Run me my 57 million. That's crazy, dog. I'd play for the Soviet Union if they paid me 57 million.
Okay. I mean I'm not an odds maker. I'm actually incredibly compliant. But I think if I was trying to understand what the math would be, going to Duke at plus 290 versus just going anywhere in the NBA, I think it would have to be like what, minus 310? So basically minus 300 that he goes to the draft,
I love that number.
plus new 290 that he comes back to Duke,
Which side you betting?
minus 300 that he goes to the
Yeah, I'm
draft.
laying all the juice.
Yeah.
Putting my house on that.